Welcome back, Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy. And before I get started, if you like this video, please drop a thumbs up on it. It helps out the channel a whole bunch. If not, thumbs down also works. And if you like knife content and you're not already, smash the subscribe button with the bell notification so you don't miss any of the content, any of the giveaways. You know what I mean. All right, today, before I even get started, I'd like to say happy 4th of July to everybody. Hope everybody's staying safe, drinking responsibly. And big thanks to all my servicemen and women out there. Today we are going to do my part 4 of my 10 awesome American-made knives. And this is going to be a special one because of the 4th of July. We're going to go through my favorite 10 American-made knives in my collection. They're not going to be in any order because that's just like trying to pick a favorite kid. It's just too hard. So we're going to get started right off the back. I'm going with my heavy hitter. This is the Nick Chuprin and Robert Carter collaboration BBM. This is the one I picked up at Blade Show. If y'all hear some popping, I'm sorry. Y'all know what time it is. Fireworks going on all around my house right now. This is just an absolutely stunning knife. It's comfortable in hand. The weight is perfect. The size is what I tend to really gravitate toward. It's a good cutter. Starting to get a little bit of love marks on there already. His vibrant colors, man. He is very good at coordinating the colors, and he's got that like brushed satin finish on there. Just a remarkable looking knife and excellent action. I don't even know what steel this is. I'm guessing it's like M390 or something like that. It doesn't really matter. I like it that much. So this is the Chuprin and NCC knives, BBM. There's the NCC right there. Next up, one y'all probably haven't seen in a while, but I'm still carrying it. It is coming from Koenig. It's the Koenig Mini Goblin. Just a really cool offering from Koenig. Anything that Koenig makes, I'm gonna tell you what, it's gonna be good. The action on this thing is ridiculous. Look at that. And then whoop, detent comes flying out. It's another one that's in that perfect size range. Just bring the BBM back in frame. These two are pretty darn close in size. I'd say they're almost identical in length. And both awesome knives, no doubt. It's got a nice hollow grind. I think they have them in hollow and flat. And I haven't seen these being produced that much, or if they're even being produced right now. But if you happen to see one on the secondary market and you're not sure, I'd say go ahead and pull the trigger. Unless you have a large, extra large hand, might not be big enough for you. But man, oh man, this got an action to die for there. Woo! So nice. So nice. This one was actually, I think, modified by Fanatic Edge with that, he called it the satin DLC on there. Just a stunning knife. You probably can hear me say that a lot. And I'm just going to say right now, most of these knives, you can pretty much only get them on the secondary market right now. I apologize, but these are my favorites. So, all right, next up. I'm not sure if they're making these either or not. Y'all let me know if y'all know. This is the Millet Knives Torrent. Mine has been reground by my buddy, was it BGM Knives, I think. He does an amazing job. And this thing, it was a decent cutter, but it was kind of thick, and I use this a good bit, so the sharpening was making it thicker and thicker. So I wanted it to be a laser beam. Excellent action. This thing always had just phenomenal action. Rock solid lockup, comfortable in hand. Another one that's in that perfect size range for me. I think these first three are almost the same size. You can spidey flick this one. Regular flip it. You can roll it out. Just an awesome American-made knife, made completely all in the great US of A. All right, next one is coming from Makion Custom Knives, and that is the Makion Custom Sigil. This is a collaboration he did with Derek Monroe. I always thought it was it's either a love it or hate it. I know some people think it's the most hideous knife, but I like that, battle blown up in a battlefield, and it's, been dug up many years later. Just think it's beautiful. This one's ground nice and thin, comfortable in hand. Got that carbon fiber over travel. Just a very, very cool. This is a good bit bigger than the last two. There you go. Makion and Monroe. Sigil. All right, this next one. This knife is never going to leave me because my wife, this is the first, premium knife my wife bought me for, I think it was for Christmas. And this is the Strider PT, the old school one with the Lego G10 scales. My other two are the newer ones with the titanium scales. I like them all the same. I prefer the new blade shape over this particular one, but this one is my user. I think I swapped the clips. I don't know. You can see I got all kinds of scuffs on it, but it was made to be used. It ain't going nowhere, and it's a cool knife. These these newer ones come and go, and they're made in a small batch, and it definitely is frustrating. The easiest way to get them usually is if you happen to be able to go to a show, like a knife show, a big knife show where they're going to be attending. They tend to bring a good bit of all the models to the shows, just like Blade Show. But I don't think this year. I don't recall seeing any of the production PTs at Blade. I would have probably picked one up, but there you go. That is the Lego PT from Strider Knives. Alrighty, next up comes from Spartan Blade Works. It is the Spartan Horsey folder. I absolutely love this engraving on here. That's what really drew me to this knife. You got that brushed satin on the titanium, and then the Defend Us in Battle. I sent this into warranty because it just wasn't something, just didn't feel right whenever you'd open and close it. And sure enough, they sent it back. I don't know exactly what they did because they don't tell you. And now this thing is stupid smooth. Also, if I happen to show a knife twice, I apologize. Like I said, my memory's terrible. I try to keep notes on what I've done in the past, so forgive me if y'all seen it. But there's some things I love about this knife, some things I'm not too keen on, but it still makes my favorite in the American-made blades, S45VN. It is so smooth since I got it back. I'm guessing they swapped the washers out. It's a bummer. I couldn't do that before. And I think I opened and closed before I sent it in about 1,000 times, and the action got worse and worse. So I think it might have had like a pinched washer or something. I'm not sure. But that is a Spartan Blades Horsey. All right, another big boy coming in from Koenig Knives. This is the Koenig Arius. The I forgot what gen they're on right now, maybe the 3rd or 4th. But they perfected this knife. This is the Flipper Delete. And man, just look at this thing. Koenig knows, look at that. Their knives are completely square. You can tell, not the actual handles or anything, but you can tell everything's perfectly lined up, because when you get an action like that, it's because everything's in the places it's supposed to go. The lock bar pressure is just right. The D10 is just right. Look at that. That is ridiculous. Just like that Goblin I just shown. Just a beautiful knife, comfortable in hand. There's so much to love about this knife. Deep hollow grind on here. Beautiful blade. Koenig Knives Arius Flipper Delete. You can get your hands on these. They're another one that they make as many as they can, but they sell out quick for good reason. Alrighty, we got 3 more to go. Next up is probably no, it's still my favorite knife in the collection. The BBM's trying to battle it out with him, but it's still the favorite, and that is the Oz Machine Company Custom Roosevelt. Congratulations to the 100 people who got the next 100 spots in his books. I was happy to see he did a raffle for the next 100 spots. That way you have an actual chance, other than the people that use bots and stuff like that to win those. I mean, to buy the knives that they are spots. But I'll tell you what, Oz has, exploded in the knife community for good reason. I'm glad I was able to get in on his books before that happened. Once I got this in hand, I knew it wouldn't be long before, people were going to be going crazy for his knives. Mine is number 18. So before he started doing the top swedge on here, something I do wish I had, but I went with the camo fat carbon there, titanium hardware, black Damascus pocket clip, titanium backspace. This thing's stupid light, without that titanium show side scale. Definitely an awesome knife. I will eventually get me another one somehow, some way. So there you go. That is the Oz Machine Company Roosevelt. Alrighty. Next up is another fairly new one that I picked up from Blade, but I've been carrying and using a good bit. And that is the Attention to Detail Mercantile Mark I Medium. It's a mouthful. But Attention Detail Mercantile is a veteran-owned, super good dude. I think it's Mr. Espinosa. Hung out with him at Blade to talk to him about his knives and ended up buying 2 of them. That's how much I like the design and like the guy that I was be supporting. This is in CPM 3V. You got that multi-grind or complex grind on here, with the thinner flat grind here and the more robust meaty grind up here in the front. Nice long elongated swedge. I put this pocket clip on here because I thought it looked nicer. That's actually, I forgot where I got that from, but I think it looks really good. The other one was just a bent titanium clip. Good action. I got a little oil in the lock bar, so I got some stick right now, but I'm totally fine with that. Got the, the dimpled, or like the gunner grip indentions on there. He said he's friends with, I think Dwayne Dwyer or Mick Strider, one of the two, and he got a lot of inspiration from them. So really cool. The medium is a perfect size for somebody who wears a medium-sized glove. I will say that. The large, I can't remember how big. I can't remember how that felt in hand, but this is the one that really did it for me. So there you go. And last but certainly not least, we have the Demco Knives AD20. This is a tank of a knife. Not something I'd normally go for, but he introduced this new locking mechanism and that kind of stuff, excites me, and I want to check it out. Plus, I'm a reviewer, so why not? Very, very genius mechanism here. The Demcos are always coming up with something better and better each time. And it's kind of cool to see him not under the arm of cold steel anymore. Put a Pops deep carry titanium clip on there. This is called the Shark Lock, for anybody who's been living under a rock doesn't know. I'm just kidding. And this was a DLT, I think, exclusive one with the Crewwear steel. I've been contemplating on getting this one reground. Not sure yet. Love the knife. I would love it to be a very slicey blade. It's rather thick behind the edge, but I knew that going into it. So there you go. That is my 10 favorite USA made knives in the collection at the moment. That could change on a daily that can change overnight. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I hope everybody's having an absolute wonderful day. Go enjoy your family, hug your wife, and kiss your kids. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.